There's no segments today. There's no script. It's just a rant from my hotel room based on this tweet I sent out on Friday. I said, don't hire a performance marketer to do a brand builder's job. And half of you got it. Half of you didn't. Something about our data-driven performance marketers' brains absolutely crumble when we hear the word brand, because we assume it's going to be some campaign that produces no measurable return or impact. But that's not what brand building is to me. Performance marketers are hyper-focused on the next monthly report they have to send, or updating their boss on Monday with how performance is trending. Performance marketers can't see beyond their next contract renewal. So they do whatever they can to make the numbers look good right now. But that's not my job as a CMO. My job as a CMO and a brand builder is to make sure that whoever is the CMO 5 years from now is printing money. My job today is to make my job in 3 years easy. That is the difference between a brand builder and a performance marketer. The ability to see beyond this week, this month, this quarter, this year, and relentlessly focused on the tactics that are going to acquire the highest value customers possible without misleading them, without betraying them, without relying on a crazy steep discount or some kind of hacky misleading offer or the worst attention grabbing hooks you could imagine. Too many performance marketers have gotten comfortable tricking and misleading and lying to customers in order to get Monday's report to look better. And those customers eventually dry up. Those customers eventually turn on you because you haven't shown them trust, respect, honesty, decency. So they're not going to show you loyalty in return. My job today is to acquire as many high-value customers as possible. And I can't say, with my hand on a Bible, that a high-value customer is one that we tricked into buying from us, or is one that didn't believe in our product so much that I had to give them 50% off to come and buy from us. High-value customers are ones that come in because we understand their pain points, because our ads speak to them in a way that hits them where it hurts. High-value customers come to us because they trust that what we say is on par with what we do and what we'll deliver to them. And the more of those customers I acquire, the bigger, the stronger, the more MRR we're going to have in the future. So that's the difference between a performance marketer and a brand builder. My job right now is to make sure that this company is printing cash in 2031. No matter who the CMO is, no matter what happens to our Meta ad account, no matter if this war with Iran is still going on or not, no matter if tariffs are still a thing or not, my job today is to make sure 5 years from now, this company's printing money, whether I'm still in the CMO's chair or I'm not. And I understand that many of you hadn't had the pleasure to be at a brand for that long, but I just spent 4 years as the VP of marketing for a regional grain. And in those 4 years, I think we 5X'd the size of the company, and by revenue, not by headcount, by the way. But it's so clear to see, like, some of the things that I did in year one where, by the way, year one, we only grew by like 10 or 15%. But some of those things that were foundational that I needed to set up in year one were what allowed us to grow by 100% the next year, 100% the year after that, then 80% the year after that. Some of the things that I stopped our ad agency from doing when I got there were so crucial to make sure that we were acquiring the highest value customers we could. So, I want you guys to have a very honest conversation with your boss or with your contact at the brand if you work at an agency, whatever it is. Please start talking about the difference between short-term and long-term tactics. Please start talking about the consequences of what it takes to make today's performance look good. Because if all I wanted to do was make today's performance look good, I'd stop advertising like 3 of our products right now that I'm still trying to figure out that we haven't cracked the code on. I'd start running really aggressive discounts. I'd start tricking people into subscription so that way a month from now, LTV looks good. And I do all those things not worried about the consequences of the future, but those are future problems that you're going to have to deal with. You know, if I think about the mark that I want to leave on brands, is I want whoever comes after me to have an easier job than I did. I want them to be stepping into somewhere that has a tidal wave of momentum behind them and an army of loyal customers who trust, respect, and like the brand that they purchase from because they don't feel tricked or misled or deceived at any point in their customer journey. So, if you want to keep worrying about Monday morning's report, then you're in for a lifetime of it. Because the only thing I'm worried about right now is where I'm going to buy my 500-acre ranch in 2031. And how that if I'm still at this job in 5 years, that I don't want to be working as hard as I am right now. I want to be playing 18 every morning. And the way that I'm going to do that is by making sure today and every day we are solely and laser focused on acquiring the highest value customers who like us, who trust us, who respect us, and will come back time and time again. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Tactical and Practical. It's brought to you by Intelligems, even though I didn't share the results of a split test today. But shout out them. Thanks for listening. Talk soon.